Yes, like many people, I picked up the Starlink Mini. But I am doing one thing that is different from the rest. If you're new here, I'm Sky with Shank Outdoors, where I go over gear that helps me fish, camp, and get on the trail. Let's get into this week's video. Now, you might be thinking that that one item is this case that I'm doing differently with my Starlink Mini. But that's actually not it. Now, I did purchase a case that popped on or popped over the Starlink Mini to protect it, but also provided suction cups. And I'll put it here. It allowed me to hook it up to the suction cup to the sunroof, put it outside and use the stand, and again run that power cable from the Starlink to my power source. But I realized with that case, even though I was protecting the Starlink, is that I would still be running the cable outside the Xterra and inside. And even though I'm mostly using it with the trailer or the vehicle, I didn't want to have to route that cable every time I go to use it, especially if I'm parked in a heavy treed area and I need to move the Starlink to a different spot. The item that I'm talking about that I'm doing differently than the rest is the power source. And that is the eco-worthy 20 amp hour deep cycle battery. And the reason I'm using this battery is not just because it's lithium and will last quite a while with the Starlink, is actually this battery doesn't just have your positive and negative post, it has one additional item, and that is your 2.5 millimeter jack on top of the deep cycle battery. That allows me to run the 2.1 millimeter power cable from the Starlink directly to this adapter that I actually came with one of my solar panels to the 2.5. I plug it in, and now I can run the Starlink from anywhere to 10 to 14 hours, depending on workload. And that is where this Action Packer case comes in to put all this together. This Action Packer I already had. It was carrying my camera gear prior, and then I realized that if I was to use this case, not just to hold the Starlink, but to actually use it as a stealth Starlink setup, I could mount it to the lid, having the battery inside the case, power the Starlink while it's closed. This not only protects the Starlink, it makes it easily portable with its power source, and a lot more stealthy than having it sit up on my vehicle, on the ground, on the trailer. It is just an action packer case that a lot of people see and never know what's inside, but they see it with gear, whereas a lot of people see this right away and they know it's a few $100s, and they could, if they wanted to, take it off the vehicle, take it from the ground if I left it out and went for a hike not realizing I left it out. Who knows, right? People make mistakes. So let's get into installing the Starlink Mini with the eco-worthy battery into this Action Packer. You're probably wondering how I'm mounting the Starlink Mini to the lid. Well, I actually found another product off of Amazon that allows you to snap these two frames onto the Starlink Mini, and you can either bolt or suction cup. They have foam pads inside the frame, but it allows you to, again, they come with 4 suction cups, but it's going to allow me to now mount the Starlink to the lid so it's always attached. I'll link the product down below in the description. Now that we have the Starlink mounted to the lid of the Action Packer, we have our battery sitting inside. The key point to this setup, not only of running off of the deep cycle battery from eco-worthy, is that we're able to have this plugged into the Starlink, plugged into the battery, and now we're able to run for that 10 to 14 hours estimated runtime pending use of the Starlink. Additionally, we're going to mount and wire in 2 separate charging ports. One charging port to allow this system to easily just sit here on the bench and use your normal 12-volt battery charger or lithium battery charger, plugging it in to the side of the case and charging this battery when not in use, keeping the lithium battery good to go without having to dismount the battery from the case itself. As well as we're going to have a 2.5 millimeter jack also on the outside of the case, allowing us to use a solar panel to charge the deep cycle battery while in use. Whether we are using a 40-watt portable LumaPal solar panel to charge the deep cycle battery, or using our big 110 watt or 110 watt? No, 160 watt foldable solar panel if we're high use of this deep cycle battery while out in the bush. Again, the Starlink, because it's in this case, we're going to be able to mount this to our cargo rack on our SUV and use it while driving for those low cell service areas, as well as take it out and put it out near the campsite to use while camping. So now we got to figure out how we're going to mount this battery. Whether I'm mounting it off to the side, right in the middle. The weight between each other really helps like that. If I was to use the longer end, hooking it up to then I could have this mounted over here, and that would really allow me to still have room for my cable management. Now mounting the battery, I'm thinking of using this larger bracket. When I thought of this idea, I was originally thinking of, got too many cables in here now. I was originally thinking of having the battery here, but if I was to open this up, it wants to tilt right away. So now I'm thinking, just to help with the distribution of the weight and less spots of pinching the cable, this can naturally fall into there. I have lots of room to have all my cables nicely sitting down. This is still not even close to the battery, which is good. So we got our Starlink mounted. We've got our eco-worthy 20 amp hour deep cycle mounted with our 2 power options of the 12 volt or the solar panel. For our daily use, I would have the Starlink port, and then all I need to do is grab the other end. Oh, that's not all I need to do. I need to make sure I have my 2.5 millimeter to 2.1 millimeter. Starlink is 2.1 plug-in, and the battery is 2.5. So you need to have the adapter, which again, both of my solar panels actually came with the adapter. And now my Starlink is going to be firing up. And when I'm done with it, I can just unplug. What I'll probably do so I don't break the adapter is I'll unplug the adapter, re-plug in my little cap, and away we go. I can carry this away. Now it is heavy to one side where the battery is, but I'm not carrying this around. I'm unstoring it. Again, it can sit up. I can set it down to power it up or unplug it. The battery will keep the lid from it popping over. Plug it in and off we go. when I have it powered on and I'm out at the campsite and I know I'm going to use it for most of the day for uploading, I can grab my portable solar panel. Now, this won't fit, unfortunately, in, well, maybe. If I was to move the cable, if this fits inside, this will be quite the portable setup. I will say, no, it just will not fit that way. The solar panel's too far, because, will it close? Oh, don't squish my cables and wreck them. Oh, look at that. Battery, solar panel, and Starlink all in one unit. So I can pop it out, grab my solar panel. Now the only thing I don't like is how close it is to my connections. With the, I could accidentally tear those out. But again, pull out my solar panel, set it up. It already has the 2.1 adapter. So now, or I should say, oh yeah, it's 2.1. 2.1 to 2.1. I plug it in, and just like that, I'm now charging the 20 amp eco-worthy lithium battery. Now it's time to get out on the trail and use this so that we have mapping, cell service, and just accessibility itself while out on the trail or the camping spot. And that is it for our Stealth Starlink system. Being able to charge with solar, use our deep cycle battery wherever we go, whether it's on our cargo rack of our vehicle or out on the ground around the campsite. I have a couple additional items that we will be adding to the Stealth Starlink system, so stay tuned for an upcoming video of what we're adding to this system, as I have a couple ideas I want to add to this to make it just that much better while out in the bush exploring your backcountry. If you like this video, please help the channel by hitting that subscribe button so you can see more gear that helps me out on the trail, camping, or even kayak fishing. We'll see you in the next video.